This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And the Neshannock Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
Not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIL 2A Girls Champions, the Neshannock Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Swing and a miss! Union wins it! The Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL Championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Working down inside and alley-oop the young gun.
She'll strike it and score!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Mohawk High School on a cloudy, overcast Monday afternoon with a trip to the state championship on the line between two neighboring rivals. It is the Laurel Spartans at 20-5 taking on the undefeated Neshannock Lancers here for the right to go to the state championship game. Eric Thomas and Lee Moan with you here. It's overcast. There's a drizzle in the air right now, and we're ready for some playoffs softball here. The winner of this game goes to Friday morning, Penn State University, the state championship game against South Williamsport. South Williamsport won over Bald Eagle area this afternoon, 3-0. Lee Moan, how do you see this one here today? This is two neighboring rivals with a chance to go play for the state gold.
These teams know each other very, very, very well. They've been playing each other for a long time here in the last couple years. Neshannock's had the better end of it. Nine wins in a row for Neshannock, trying to make the number 10, but Laurel trying to get back to this, trying to get to those state finals. These two teams respect each other so much, trying to talk to both coaches, and I said there's no need of asking any questions about what to expect, what to do. Is like, no, we know what to do. Score more runs. Whoever makes the least mistakes is going to win this game, and that's the way it's going to be here today.
South Williamsport defeated Bald Eagle area earlier this afternoon, 3-0. That game was at Lock Haven University. Sage Lorson from South Williamsport, 2 home runs in the game, a 2-run homer, but also hit a solo home run in the 5th to get South Williamsport on the board. They also had a key defensive play by Maddie Pinkerton in the outfield that saved a leadoff double late in the game. So South Williamsport knocks off Bald Eagle area. They await the winner of this game, 11 a.m. on Friday morning at Nittany Lions Softball Park at Penn State University for the PIAA State Championship. Our pitching matchup here this afternoon, it's a good one. Autumn Boyd for Laurel. She's 10-4 overall, 1.24 ERA, and has allowed just 42 hits in 95 2/3 innings of work this season, 22 runs, 17 earned, struck out 149, and walked 42. And, of course, she will be opposite of Addie Fry, 16-0 with a .56 ERA, 16 games started this season, 88 innings pitched. In the playoffs, though, both of these two have been lights out in the postseason. Boyd, 32 2/3, has allowed 12 hits, 5 earned runs, 57 strikeouts with a 1.07 ERA. And for Fry, in the postseason, 27 innings pitched, 5 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 57 strikeouts. She was fantastic on Thursday against Sagertown in the quarterfinals to get here, recording 17 strikeouts and allowing just 1 hit in the quarterfinal win over the Panthers last week. They're introducing the starting lineups here. We'll go over those here in a moment as we get underway. It's a bit of a drizzly game, and the starting lineups today are brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your team. Visit doranconcrete.com for your free estimate today. Neshannock will be the visitors in this game, and they will lead things off with Miley Anderson in left field, Jaden Nogue in center, Addie Fry, of course, in the circle. It'll be Gabby Parad behind home plate batting 4th. 5th in the order, Gabby Quinn at third base, Abby Meisel at first base, Callie Biondi, the shortstop, at 7th. Batting 8th, the second basewoman, Ali Giordano, and Kat Nativio in right field will bat 9th. in a moment as we will listen in on this afternoon's national anthem. And there is today's national anthem. Once again, there's the Neshannock lineup for you on your screen. The Laurel starting lineup will look like this. It'll be Ivy Pancher. I'm throwing this thing up as we need some extra coverage because of this weather we got going on here this afternoon. The Laurel starting lineup. Ivy Pancher will lead things off in center field. It'll be Macy Lang at shortstop, Addie Deal at first base, Autumn Boyd in the circle, Riley Balcom at second, Hayden Seifert at third, Alexis Brewer behind home plate, Lexi Sherry in left, and Lexi Kroll will bat ninth and play right field for the Spartans here this afternoon as we are about set to go. Yeah, it is kind of annoying, to be honest with you. It's not a downpour, but it's kind of steady, but just a faint drizzle at first, and then it kind of turned into a bit of a steadier output from the skies. But it's just miserable for the moment right now. And this is expected to get out of here pretty shortly after first pitch.
Slide over the bases here today, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. Plate today for our home plate umpire here today.
And it does feel like the rain has come to a bit of a conclusion for now anyway, so let's hope that stays the case the rest of this game as Miley Anderson is going to lead it off. You mentioned a good crowd here this afternoon. It is a very good crowd here at Mohawk High School, and a big shout out to the staff here at Mohawk for hosting this game. Seemed like a logical fit when we knew these two teams were going to play last week. And the state semifinal underway as Anderson squares the bunt and does not follow through on it and takes strike one.
I thought maybe we might choose Newcastle also, just because that's another turf facility over there. Not as much parking over that way either. Good choice here.
That one popped down third base, coming over to play it as Anderson beat the throw down the line. Seifert came in from third to field that. The throw over to first was off the mark, and Anderson is in there safely for the first base runner of the afternoon.
Yeah, trying to see if they're going to list an error or a hit on that on that, Eric, because it would have been a tough play for Seifert. She picked it up cleanly. I'm going to go infield single. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that's going to be the case today. Our first pitch delivery is brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Call Penn Ohio Bottled Water for your delivery of your 3 or 5 gallon water cooler systems or get cases of bottles delivered to your home or work. Jaden Nogue stands in. Nogue lays down a bunt again. Played in at third at the corner nicely that time by Seifert as Anderson gets down the line to first. Or to second, I beg your pardon.
And today's first inning brought to you by ProTech Asphalt Maintenance. They've been building and service in the roads of Pennsylvania for nearly 30 years. You've likely seen their PennDOT qualified crews making the roads you and your family travel on. Give them a call at 724-657-8625 or visit ProTechAsphaltMaintenance.com for more information.
That Anderson play, by the way, went as an error officially as Addie Fry stands in against Boyd. Good matchup here. That one's outside, missing for ball 1.
Well, I could see either one on that, on an error.
Good crowd here this afternoon down each line. The fence on both sides outside the dugout is packed. That one is low and hop skip away, and Anderson's speeding down to third, and she is going to get in there safely. So go ahead and run quickly at third base for Neshannock.
Yeah, Neshannock and a very aggressive baseball team. Of course, when you have the when you have the speed that they have, speed that both teams have, you see them trying to run all day long.
Yeah, we said that last week in the the quarterfinal against Sagertown about leadoff getting on, the importance of Anderson. She has been on base nearly every single time in the postseason and has made it count. As Fry chops that one towards third, it's booted at third by Seifert. Anderson skates across first or the home plate safely as Fry gets down the line to first. And we'll see how they score that one, but Neshannock has jumped out in front 1-0.
I'm going to say E5 on there. Seifert's going to her left. If she comes up with it, she's going to have an easy play. Not an easy play. She'll have to play at first base. Interesting to see that Anderson did not break in that ball with that ball hit to the left side as we get the courtesy runner in. Our courtesy runner sponsored by Castle Asphalt.
Number 14, Gabby Perrott.
Gabby Perrott will stand in at the plate. 435 this season, 25 driven in.
And Alina Frengel is our courtesy runner, also known as Beaner, her nickname.
First pitch temperature this afternoon, 58 degrees. It feels like 56, and the rain starts to intensify a little bit more here on June the 10th. As Perrott looks at strike 1 and falls behind 0-1.
58 mid-June. Go figure. Then it's going to be 85 and 90 by the end of the weekend.
Perfect conditions for the state championships at Penn State. The winner will book a trip to Nittany Lions softball field on Friday morning at 11 a.m. So we got a 1-1 count now to Perrott.
So they did officially give an error again to Seifert on that Addie Fry ground ball. So no RBI for Addie.
Boyd looks in, 1-1 pitch. Perrott slaps that one foul, third base side.
Yeah, beautiful new surface here at Mohawk, all turf the whole way around. Baseball and softball. Going to have a press box here in the next phase here in the softball field.
Yeah, what a commitment that they have made to the facilities here. Both this place and Newcastle, two of the better ones you'll find. Newcastle a little bit more intimate with and we saw a home run there in the backyard during the regular season. So wind picks up a little bit here as Boyd delivers, and Perrott knocks that one foul into the net behind home plate. It's 1-2 now to Gabby Perrott.
Yeah, something Laurel cannot afford to fall behind much here in this game because Addie Fry has been just outstanding all year long.
Gabby Quinn in the on-deck circle. Swap out the balls. Four-man crew, as has been the case in the PIAA playoffs. And in case you're wondering how they decide the home teams, if you're unaware, it's a coin flip in the playoffs. So that's why Laurel is the home team. They won the coin toss as Perrott looks at low ball 2, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, Coach Lash came after the coin toss. She came off the field like, I lost again.
And Neshannock was the away team last week as well in the quarters against Sagertown. Boyd delivers that is high and outside for ball 3, and it's 3-2 now to Gabby Perrott. A little bit of a dangerous situation here early for Laurel as It's already 1-0 Neshannock. You've got the power in this Neshannock lineup at the plate right now in Piaa and one on deck in Quinn. Win again intensified. Piaa rips it right to Seaford. Throw over to first, not in time, but Piaa is retired. And there are 2 away with Gabby Quinn due up now for the Lancers, 5th in the order.
So first 4 batters, every ball's touched the glove of Seaford. And again,
big spot here for Boyd to get out of this jam.
Yeah, they're going to be changing balls all day long, at least till this spit and rain stops anyways.
And projected to be out of here by the 1st inning. Well, hey, we're in the 1st inning, so get gone, please.
Yeah, the wind's picked up now.
Yeah, that's made it a little bit worse. It's blowing sideways for the moment here. We're actually right behind home plate. There is a media facility set up for us here behind home plate. Unfortunately, we have to stand so we can kind of stay out of the way as much as we can. We're not fully undercover, but it is got to be annoying if you're out there on the field right now. As that one is ripped into left and a base hit for Quinn. And the inning stays alive for the Lancers as down to second goes the courtesy runner Frangel, and Quinn is aboard with a base hit.
Yeah, another hard hit ball by Neshannock. No chance to catch that one. So
Abby Meisel stands in now, 6th in the order, 388 this season, 23 RBI, 8 extra base hits, and we make note 2 home runs. Chops that one foul and falls behind quickly 0-1.
Yeah, Autumn Boyd going to be a Penguin here in a few months, going up the road to Youngstown.
Youngstown's picked a good year to get a lot of the talent from this area, no question. Of course, we all know Jay Rona, who played his high school career at this facility, is on the way there as well to play baseball. That one's inside, a good pitch by Boyd into foul territory, and Seaford cannot come up with it.
Yeah, that wind blew it back towards the field as she got underneath it, and that wind just sort of pulled it over again and could not come up with it. It looked like it hit her hand as she's shaking her hand. Missed the glove.
Yeah, that stinging sensation going to be amplified the cooler it gets, for sure. That is always a problem.
I was seeing if they're going to list an error on that too, possibly.
That one is fisted and behind us here, and that is back behind the bleachers, and it's 0-2.
And Meisel's going to be going a little bit further down the road, a couple hours to Ashland University. I'll be up that way in a couple months to see some cousins.
Wind picks up once again as the rain blowing now pretty steadily from left to right as we see it. So it's across right to left if you're playing the field. That one's popped foul once again.
A little further back.
Out of play once again, and it's still 0-2 to Meisel with 2 on and 2 out, and already 1 across for Neshannock here in the top of the 1st.
There was no rain in the forecast.
There was not. Cooler temperatures for sure, and maybe some clouds, but no rain. Outside, good pitch on the outside corner by Boyd, but misses, and it's 1-2.
Boy, nice change up there. Just couldn't get her to chase, just missed.
We're glad to have you along today on our free state semifinal video coverage on our YouTube page. Also, if you're watching on the NFHS network, we thank you for tuning in there as well. Good pitch on the inside corner by Boyd to get out of the inning. First strikeout for Boyd. Damage done early in the inning by Neshannock. 1 run on, no hits, and a couple of errors, and there were 2 stranded. We've played a half an inning. It's 1-0 Neshannock. Laurel coming to bat on the Lawrence County Sports Network.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Today's second inning brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Let LCAP Early Learning help your little one blossom. Immediate openings in child care and preschool classrooms across Lawrence County. Call today at 724-944-7671. Or if you ever wanted an exciting career working with children, LCAP Early Learning is looking for you. Apply online today at www.lccap.org/join our team. Bottom of the first we go in this PIAA Class 2A semifinal. It is 1-0 Neshannock after an early run in the first. And again, the top three in the order for Laurel, Ivy Pancher, Macy Lang, and Addie Deal to lead things off. Defensively for the Lancers, as we go left to right, and our defensive alignment is brought to you by Madur Bonner Law, MadurBonnerLaw.com. It's Anderson, Nogue, and Nativio in the outfield. Biondi and Giordano on the inner portion. Quinn and Measle on the corners. And Fry and Parad, of course, are the battery. So Pancher will lead things off here for Laurel as Gabby Parad gets set, tosses the game ball back out to Fry, and we are set to go with Fry the first time in the circle this afternoon. Dominant in her last appearance. 17 strikeouts and 1 hit against Sagertown. First pitch way off the mark and outside for ball one.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about our keys to the game when we get to the second inning, sponsored by Joe Wright. But boy, a little wild there as the rain finally decides to stop here.
Brightens up a little bit. Hopefully we can get some clearing here.
It's bright gray now.
And note, too, that Fry, and you'll see Boyd probably as well. I didn't notice that Boyd had it, but Fry has a towel tucked in her back. You're allowed to have that, obviously,
right,
especially in these conditions, to keep your hand dry. As that one misses for ball two, and it's quickly 2-0.
Yeah, Fry's using, or Boyd uses the rosin bag that's sitting behind Fry.
Inside, good pitch.
I think it's a foul ball, I think.
Foul ball to stay alive.
Did. Yeah, it hit her bad as far as I can tell. Of course, don't look at the replay from yesterday whether it did or not. If you saw the Pirate game at all, Eric, in that replay.
2-1 officially the count. Now, did not see.
Oh, yeah, they rolled a pass ball when it was a foul ball, and a run scored.
Fry off the mark again, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, bat was in the zone, and it hit the back of the bat and deflected off to the right, and run came in. They're saying that's the reason they lost. Well, no, there's other reasons, but
it's 3-1 now to Pancher. Outfield playing in normal depth. It's Fry touches that rosin bag, spins the ball a couple times, looks down at the coach's wristband, fires, and again outside corner misses, and Pancher is aboard. First walk of the afternoon, first batter reaching base this afternoon, obviously, for Laurel.
Yeah, so she was having a little bit of problems with that wet ball, so she's going to have to make some adjustments. Here, Fry going to be off to Providence, become a Friar.
Macy Lang will stand in now, 378 this season, drops a bunt down, and that's going to roll foul as Quinn had an excellent break on it from third base to play it, but that rolled just foul early on up the third base line.
But like Anderson, Lang is just as quick probably as Anderson too. You get the ball on the ground, very tough to throw her out of first.
So 0-1 down to Lang. See if Fry settled down a little bit. Looks in, squares the bunt again. It's high. Parada, good job that time to hold it in and also hold the runner at first.
Boy, love to watch good coach teams on these bunt situations. Everybody in the field moving to where they need to be to cover every base. And
Lang stands in once again. One on, none out. Bunt that time, foul, and it's 1-2.
Now we'll see if they have the bunt off in this situation or not.
One and two, the count now to Lang. Pancher on first. Fry delivers, big cut and a miss. And that is the first strikeout recorded by Fry this afternoon as Lang is down. Addie Deal will stand in.
Yeah, big part of the game there. You got to be able to get those bunts down, get those sacrifices, but unable to capitalize on that. So the big guns coming in now for Laurel.
Addie Deal this season, 507, 41 RBI, and that's going to plunk her, and she'll take first.
Oh, that hurts. Gonna try to shake that one off. You know, she's gonna try to run that one off. You could hear that thump. You could hear the crowd now with that too. Yeah, possibly that funny bone or some sort there.
Any concern is Pia's going to talk to Fry here briefly, but any concern about how Fry has started this game a little erratic, and maybe you chalk that up to the softball being wet or what, but not in total command right now as we're used to seeing her. As once again she'll use that rosin bag to dry that right hand off. And Autumn Boyd will stand in. Autumn Boyd hitting 500. She also with 32 RBI. As Lee said, this is the power part of the lineup. Good pitch at time. Little spinner. Hits the outside corner for strike one.
Yeah, Fry's just going to have to, and she's going to have to bear down. She's going to have to make those adjustments with that wet ball.
Looks down at the play sheet. Fires again. Good one across the outside corner of the plate that misses that time for ball one.
Yeah, a lot of movement on that ball. Love sitting behind home plate and just seeing that ball move or rise.
1-1 now. Again, outside corner of the plate missing for ball two, and it's 2-1. After Boyd, Riley Balcom, and then Hayden Seifert with only one gone, you got to expect that Laurel going to get deep in their order here in the bottom of the first. High one that time, and that misses for ball three, and Piaa going to look out towards her starter.
Yeah, good patience there. Boy, hitter's pitch right now.
3-1 with 2 on for Laurel. And a swing and a miss that time for strike two, and Boyd still in it here though at 3-2, and that's a good recovery pitch by Fry.
Yeah, again, movement on that ball. Big pitch here.
3-2 to Autumn Boyd. Fry delivers, ripped up the middle, and Fry, what a play to stick that hand up and pull that in for the second out.
Didn't get all of it, did Autumn Boyd, but Fry able to get that big paw up there, able to make that big catch for the second out.
2 gone here in the bottom of the first with Riley Balcom standing in now for Laurel. 386 on the season. 7 extra base hits to her credit. That one missing just high that time.
Yeah, good decision there though by Addie Fry too. Looked at second, looked at first. Don't force anything. Hold on the ball.
Fry looks in again. Good pitch again to come back and even the count at 1-1. She's starting to find it right now. You can tell.
And the rain has let up too.
And that's also been a big factor, I think, early in this game for both. Fry delivers inside. Perfect pitch that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, you hear coaches talking about spin rate and all that, but the pitchers, and you can see it from here. That ball's spinning a lot.
Fry right down Broadway, but too high, and it's 2-2.
Well, it's a tough pitch to take.
2-2 now to Balcom with 2 on, and Neshannock a 1-0 lead. That one tipped into the backstop.
Yeah, Mike McConnell, our home plate umpire today, also a basketball referee. Part of that McConnell legendary name around the Western Pennsylvania area related to McConnell's. I'm not exactly sure of the lineage.
Fry on 2-2. Swing and a miss. Getting over. No runs on no hits. No errors and 2 stranded. Neshannock a 1-0 lead as we go to the second here in the Lawrence County Sports Network.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zingley Opal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
No two companies create the same way. Toshiba empowers the art of business by uniquely enabling businesses to work with tools designed specifically for them. In a constantly evolving world, business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
Back here at Mohawk High School, Eric Thomas, Lee Moe with you. Today's second inning brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Let LCAP Early Learning help your little one blossom. Immediate openings in childcare and preschool classrooms across Lawrence County. Call us today at 724-944-7671. Or if you ever wanted an exciting career working with children, LCAP Early Learning is looking for you. Apply online today at www.lccap.org/join our team. Boyd back out for the second inning, and the first batter of said second inning is Callie Biondi, and she is retired 6-3 for one out.
There are keys to the game mentioned earlier, sponsored by Joe Wright. You can call him at 724-714-4294 at Works in Progress Paint Services. Mr. Dawson, he sent me his keys to the games. I'll just let him go. For Laurel, you need to strike early. And early autumn, meaning a lot of autumn Boyd if possible. And 1 out of 10, the meaning they've lost 9 in a row. Win this one, 1 out of 10 would be great.
That one is popped in the air. It's going to drop into shallow left for a base hit for Ali Giordano. And almost.
Yeah, that throw came in from the outfield, and it got by everybody. It rolled right to Addie Deal. Didn't realize that that Giordano was off the base that far. Could have had a tag there.
Well, how about Neshannock? 9-1 against Laurel the last 3 seasons. 55-5 versus all others, and they're 72-1 over the last 3 seasons. I mean,
is that incredible?
That is absolutely incredible what they've been able to put together. And it wasn't like this Laurel team wasn't what Neshannock was before Neshannock went on their current run.
Right.
Remember, they were dominant for a 4 or 5 year stretch themselves.
Yep. 3 Whitfield championships.
Yeah, now Neshannock's kind of taken the crown somewhat here, and Laurel's trying to get it back in this one.
Yeah, last 6 WPL championships between these 2 schools.
Trying to lay down the bunt this time is Nativio, and she has fallen behind quickly 0-2.
Yeah, unfortunately that one lost by Neshannock last year came in their worst game they've probably played in 3 or 4 years. We had that game here against Everett. I think they had 6 errors that game. It was just a really, really rough game.
I don't know that I'd want to get into a situation where I've gone 10-1 against a team, though.
Yeah.
As Nativio is going to sit down on strikes.
Yeah, 'cause it's going to happen sometime. Yeah, you're going to.
I worry about complacency and thinking that it'll be too easy and all that. I sort of sometimes want the loss to check myself. I don't want it today if I'm Neshannock, for instance, but that's just a sooner or later the script has to flip.
Right. Yeah, Coach Lasher, they talked to her briefly before the game. She said these are definitely the two best teams in the state left.
Anderson looks at the first pitch.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame. Laurel, Neshannock, and Bentworth. That those 3 schools had to be in the same classification. Yeah, Bentworth team, no seniors on that team with a stud pitcher too, so they're going to be heard from.
Of course, Laurel and Bentworth had that classic in the WPIL tournament, and then Laurel returning the favor as that one gets across for strike number 2, so it's 2-2.
Yeah, Laurel Bats, what did they put on a show in that quarterfinal round?
Actually, I beg your pardon, that's strike 1. 2-1 the count now. That one tapped by Anderson into the backstop for strike 2. It's now 2-2.
Yeah, Miley Anderson, the transfer from Newcastle. What a spot at the top of the lineup she's been.
Boyd looks in on 2-2. That one slapped the other way, hits the glove of Seifert at first. Anderson way too fast down the line at first and beats it out for an infield single.
Yeah, no chance once that ball bounced in front of her. You're not getting her.
Jada Nogue will stand in. She grounded out to third, her first appearance.
And her official score, better give her a single on that.
Yeah, there was no chance.
Yeah.
At catching Anderson down the line. Too much speed that time.
Speaking of speed.
It's quite the 1-2 combo at the top of the lineup for Neshannock and Anderson and Nogue as Boyd outside corner hits for strike 1.
Well, they've had that for quite a few years with the Nogue sisters, and then both Nogue sisters graduate. Then let's bring in the speed surge with another Nogue right behind her. With Erilyn and Aaliyah playing college ball right now.
Outside corner once again, missing that time for ball 1. 1-1 now to Jada Nogue with 2 on and 2 out.
Yeah, it's nice to see Erilyn Nogue in the pregame warm-ups participating. Being the catcher for the coach there. Playing a bowling green.
Oh, lifted in the air. That was on the inside part of the bat out to center. And Pancher is there to retire Nogue and end the threat. So Neshannock does get a couple of runners on, but no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Lancers here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Back here at Mohawk High School, bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Neshannock in the Piaa State semifinals, as it'll be Hayden Seifert to lead things off for Laurel. She swings and misses at strike 1.
Yeah, thanks to all these local sponsors for getting this free video broadcast on the air today here from Mohawk High School, as we another swing and a foul tip there, strike 2, as Fry is working quickly.
Fry seems to have regained some of that control she was searching for in the first. Quickly ahead 0-2, fires, and that is on the outside corner, missing for ball 1. 1-2 now. It'll be Seifert, Brua, and Sherry for the Spartans here in this half of the inning, the home half of the second. And a swing and a miss, and Seifert is down on strikes. Third strikeout for Fry.
34, Alexis Brua.
Brua will stand in, hitting .373. Sherry's the only player in this lineup for Laurel that is sub 300. Everybody else is 300 or better, and you got a couple over 5. And one in Kroll who's hitting right at 400. Big cut that time for strike 1.
Yeah, Brua's off the DUville. I don't know if you ever heard of that university up in Buffalo. Gonna be a wrestling scholarship for Alexis.
Fry coming right after her for strike 2, 2 straight pitches.
And that shows you the growth her girls wrestling in the WPI, in the state of Pennsylvania, actually becoming an official sport this last year.
Big time blossoming sport along with flag football
in
the spring. How about that? Fry
Yeah,
outside corner and misses for ball 1 and 2.
Yeah, you can see that becoming a state championship real soon.
Well, I said this last week. I am fully in favor of spring football in the state of Pennsylvania as well. I think we should have spring games between teams. Inside, and retired is Brewer for the 4th strikeout thrown by Fry.
Yeah, inside corner, Brewer got tied up in that pitch.
Lexi Sherry will stand in, the left fielder, hitting .207. No threat right now for Laurel with nobody on. 2 straight retired. And it's the 3rd straight strikeout for Fry. And she goes right back to work on Sherry for strike 1.
Yeah, I think she's getting in a groove. Hitting that strike zone as she usually does.
Fry tapped into the net behind home plate for strike 2, and it's 0-2.
And you get a feel for Laurel a little bit. Like they got that first run in that first inning. It's like, oh no, here we go again.
It is, and they have played tight games.
Yes, they have.
And they even had a 5-2 lead on Neshannock in the semis a couple years ago, but today it is Fry who comes right back to work. A perfect 2nd inning, records her 5th strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody reached. It is still 1-0 Neshannock. Lancers coming to bat here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Today's 3rd inning here at Mohawk is brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Grab a seat in the bar, in the dining room, or the loft, or outside on the patio. There's plenty of room at the Crane Room. Special thanks to the Crane Room and the family-run CR Brewing Company. Visit crbrewingco.com for more information. Boyd back to work in the circle for Laurel, and we are up to Fry in the order here for Neshannock to lead things off.
Yeah, if you sit on a patio today, you might not get any service, though.
The back half of that ad is what I want to try the most, though. I will tell you that, and that's all I'll say.
It's a good place up there.
2-0 now to Fry as Boyd looks in. Swing and a miss by Fry for strike 1. It's 2-1, good off speed.
Well, Mr. Dawson's sort of known as Norm up there because they walk in and they say, it's Jay, and they just bring him the beer, you know, so, or bring him the adult beverage, you know, whatever his choice. And
to the dog-eat-dog world, Cliffy.
Yeah.
That's Fry. Looks in at ball 3. 3-1 with Boyd. And Fry doing battle here for the 2nd time this afternoon. Excellent matchup between these two. Known each other forever, and Fry patient. And watch that one get across for ball 4, and she is aboard on the walk.
Yeah, I'm assuming Elena Frangio will probably come out and be the courtesy runner. Let's see. Yeah, here comes Frangio.
So that'll bring up Piaa. So now we get to the Gabbies. This is a big key for Neshannock in any game, but specifically today when you have Piaa hitting .435 and Quinn hitting .397. And between them, 54 RBI this season. Again, the winner of this game is going to play South Williamsport, 24-2 overall. They won the eastern side of the bracket this afternoon over Bald Eagle area. That's strike 1 to Piaa. As Sage Lorson with 2 home runs in that game, a 2-run shot and a solo shot to get the scoring underway in the 5th.
Yeah, it's been a few years since they've been back in the state championship, but they've made it back.
And that one by Piaa.
And Bald Eagle losing it last year.
Going to be a good crowd for that 11 a.m. game on Friday. Either way, South Williamsport not far, just across 45 from Nittany Lions softball field. And, of course, Bald Eagle area in the State College vicinity, so they would have had a massive following for that game. And both these two teams are well represented crowd-wise, too, so it should be a good atmosphere. Whoever plays South Williamsport, as that one is lifted in the air to left, and running underneath of it to make the play is Sherry, and Piaa is retired.
Good job getting that ball back in, hold that runner at first.
So Gabby Quinn will stand in. Reach base back in the first. The power in this Neshannock lineup, Fry and Quinn with 6 home runs and 5 home runs, 5 and 6 home runs respectively. And you got Piaa sandwiched in between them with 2, and that one's across for ball 1. Quinn and then Measle, and if anybody reaches and keeps the inning alive, Biondi would be due up 5th. As Boyd looks in, fires, good pitch, but low that time.
Wow.
Not sure how that missed. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
I'm not exactly sure either. This is why I gave up fast pitch umpiring. That looked pretty good from here.
2-0. Fisted on the ground to short. And the play at second is there for the force to get the runner Frangel. So Quinn is going to reach on a fielder's choice.
Coming to the plate for the Lancers, number 4.
And that'll bring up Abby Measle, who struck out her first plate appearance this afternoon. 2 gone, 1 on, and a 1-run lead for Neshannock in this PIAA 2A girls softball semifinal. As Boyd delivers, big cut, good pitch at time. They say foul tipped for strike 1 by Measle. It has cleared somewhat here. If you're watching, you can see it's gotten a little bit lighter out here. No rain. That one high by Boyd for ball 1, 1-1. And it has warmed up slightly, too, thankfully.
Yeah, Measle, the other pitcher on this team, which is a very, very good pitcher in her own right.
Inside and low for ball 2, 2-1. Yeah, remember, Measle pitched in the WPIL playoff win against Riverside here at Mohawk, and that was a weird situation for Neshannock that day, as they had some standardized testing, some national testing being done across schools in America that day. That started at noon. The game was at 3 o'clock. They weren't even sure who their lineup was going to be. Fry would have probably normally pitched. Measle came through and darn near threw a gem against Riverside as it's 3-1. That one grounded slowly to third. Seifert the throw over to first, and the inning is over. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Neshannock on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Back here at Mohawk High School, Eric Thomas and Lee Moen with you. 1-0 Neshannock here in the PIAA 2A softball semifinals. For Laurel, it'll be Kroll as they'll finally get through the order, then back to the top with Pancher and Lang. If anybody reaches, Deal would bat 4th in the inning as Fry goes back to work in the circle for Neshannock, and it's been a pretty good outing so far for Fry. Only walked 1, but that's just only her 11th walk of the season and struck out 5. So she has begun to find the command.
Yeah, she was out warming after she reached base. She was warming up in the bullpen in between innings just to try to stay sharp.
little chillier here today too, so that might be something to keep an eye out for some of the pitchers, as that one's bunted over the screen and foul for strike one. James Dotson and I talked a lot about this last week in the quarterfinal win, how Piaa just behind the plate, mask off and has an eye on the ball so fast.
Yeah.
As that one is lifted and foul again. And we noticed a couple times last week when Neshannock would foul balls off, the Sagertown catcher would have problems sort of finding it, you know, taking the time to get the equipment off. And Piaa's got this thing down to a science, though.
Yes, she does.
Fry off speed, and what a beautiful pitch that was, but hitting it foul to stay alive. Kroll, and it's still 0-2.
Yeah, she's fun to watch, just for sure.
Piaa just has so much control over this team, and really the leader behind the plate. Outside corner missing for ball one. Another pitch, I'm not sure how that missed the outside corner.
Well, we're a few feet back from the plate, but we got a pretty good view.
Kroll stands in. Quick to work, Fry, swing and a miss. And strikeout number 6 for Fry, who is cooking right now and has struck out the last 5 she has faced, and actually had the out the 6th time there. She caught the ball. Remember, she caught that line drive in the first for the second out of the inning, then struck out Balcom. And then ever since then, it's been 4 straight strikeouts after that. In control right now is Fry. That one fouled into the netting once again.
You know,
quickly working ahead 0-1.
Yeah, I love both these pitchers work very, very quick. Get the sign and go.
You know, and one thing we didn't say too, good for Laurel. We talked earlier about that Bentworth matchup last week. Good for them to get one back on Bentworth too, because that was such a heartbreaking loss in the Whitfield Finals. That one's going to squeeze through for a base hit. Past Quinn at third, and aboard is Pancher for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Yeah, first hit of the game here for Laurel. Now you got the speed of Macy Lang. If you can get her on, then you got your big 3-4 hitters up.
Lang struck out her first plate appearance, but again, 7 extra base hits and a home run this season. Has driven in 20. Tying run standing on first. 1-0 Neshannock here as we're in the bottom of the 3rd.
And Quinn in third. Expecting bunt.
There it is. Quinn playing it beautifully. Throw over to first is in time. So they get the fielder's choice, or the sacrifice, I beg your pardon, as Pancher is down the line to second.
That's what you wanted, though. I mean, you wanted a base hit, but at least you got that runner over. Now you got your big hitter here in Addie Deal to try to drive one in.
Deal was plunked by a pitch, her first plate appearance.
And I love Deal and Piaa exchanging some fun stuff there, both of them laughing at each other.
Now, these two teams very close to one another. They play a lot of summer softball together, a lot of travel softballs. That one's fouled out of play for strike one.
Who in their right mind parked a car right behind them? That just missed that windshield. Wow. Somebody's brave.
Dangerous. Neighboring communities, and they have shown out here today at the neutral site Mohawk. Perfect setting for both these two teams to get in. That one's grounded to first, and stepping on the bag to end the inning is Measle, 3 unassisted. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 stranded. We go to the 4th. Still 1-0 Neshannock here in the PIAA semis on the Lawrence County Sports Network.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Fourth inning we go here. Today's fourth inning is brought to you by ProTech Asphalt Maintenance. ProTech Asphalt sets the standard for excellence in the asphalt and paving industry, driven by a commitment to continuous improvement and a passion for exceeding your expectations. More than just roads, they build long-lasting relationships with their clients and are a region based on trust, integrity, and a shared vision of excellence. Leading things off here for Neshannock in the fourth, it is Callie Biondi, and she takes strike one. It's 0-1 now as Boyd goes back to work. Good pitching matchup here, as we expected, between Boyd and Fry. Just the one run across that came in the top of the first for Neshannock, and so far that has stood up, and Boyd has done her job to keep this Neshannock lineup at bay as that one's bunted up in the air, and a great play made behind home plate by Brew, and there's one away. Take a look at the replay here. Good square to bunt and a good play by Brew.
She got out quickly, found that ball, did not take her mask off, but she saw it.
Allie Giordano now stands in.
Well, it's the type of game we sort of expected. The pitcher's duel, 1-run, 1-0, 2-1 type game.
I agree. That one's up the middle and right there back to Boyd, jogs over and throws it to first. And there are quickly two gone. Take a look at that one again as you see Boyd making a great play. Going to her left, and then the quick little tap or pitch over to first.
Well, the way the weather was, I was hoping for a 1-0 walk-off bottom of the seventh. I didn't care who wins, just get out of here in an hour and 2 minutes.
Nativio stands in for Neshannock. Boyd delivers. That one hit foul into the fencing behind home plate. It's 0-1.
Yeah, it's a shame one of these schools is going to lose today, though. Of course, whichever team loses, I'm sure they're going to be pulling for the other team on Friday. By the way, we'll have audio coverage of that game here on Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP, Friday at 11 o'clock from State College.
Boyd. A lot of spin on that one, and it dropped off, and it's 1-1 now to Nativio. Again, the winner, South Williamsport, will play the winner of this game.
Yeah, I don't think they have a state championship. They've been in a couple. Off the top of my head.
Nativio squaring around a bunt and couldn't connect on that one. It's 1-2.
I know Bald Eagle won a couple.
Of course, it's championship weekend at Penn State. Have baseball and softball simultaneously going on. That one is high in the zone for ball two, and it's 2-2.
It's been a nice move by the Piaa Double-A, using the having everything going on, just walk across the parking lot to catch all the action.
Yeah, of course, the baseball championships at Medler Field, Lebrano Park, phenomenal facility in State College. As there's a big swing and a miss by Nativio. And that'll do it for Neshannock here in the fourth. That is the third strikeout by Boyd. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0 Neshannock here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
You're looking for quality concrete services? Contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project. Boyd, Balcom, and Seifert here for Laurel to start things. It'll be Boyd, as that one low and inside, but hits for strike one.
And Boyd definitely has the power to tie this game with one swing.
No question about that. 8 extra base hits and 2 home runs. That one is lifted in the air, out towards center. Nogue, a break on it, but now drifting towards right. And the Tivio is there for the first out.
First ball that got to the outfield other than that ground ball by Panther.
So Balcom due up now, second in the inning. She struck out back in the first. You are correct. That is the first one to get into the outfield as Fry delivers strike one to Balcom. Great job by our crew here today. That one's lifted out of bounds, out of play rather.
Yeah, we're out in full force today. Every camera angle covered here today. Hey, why not? It's the last broadcast, video broadcast of the year, the sports season. Got with a bang.
One more game to go after this on Friday morning. The winner to play for a state title as it's quickly 0-2 now to Balcom.
Yeah, shout out to the South Williamsport fans who are probably tuned into this one. Get a scouting report here watching this game.
Oh, here's your scouting report. Both these teams are good.
Yeah. Definitely two of the best, on the western side of the state, for sure.
Has a state championship type feel to it as Balcom swings and a miss. And seventh victim via strikeout for Fry here this afternoon. And that'll bring up Seaford, who struck out in her first plate appearance in the second. Yeah, it has like a state championship style feel to it here with the crowd. You know, it wasn't the greatest weather to start this game today, but certainly with these two rivals, it has a big game feel to it.
Yeah, if you like pitchers, Doles, you're watching it here. And not a lot to cheer for other than that first inning. Both teams, you know, Neshannock scoring that one. Laurel threatened in the first, but then that's been about it.
What makes the softball game so compelling with no pitch counts and no worry about back-to-back games in terms of pitching like you do on the boys' side with baseballs. That's strike two, so it's 0-2 now to Seaford. And a swing and a miss for Seaford. Strikeout number 8 for Fry. 3 up and 3 down once again. We go to the top of the fifth. 1-0 Lancers on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
We go to the fifth inning here. Our fifth inning today brought to you by Al's Corner. Tired of gas station food? Refuel both your vehicle and yourself at Al's Corner. Daily food specials to satisfy any craving, open daily until 11. Dine in or take out and refuel at Al's Corner. Proud sponsors of local student athletes on the Lawrence County Sports Network. Anderson leads it off. Little chop, swinging half bunt almost. And she was down the line to first, but that trickled foul, and it's 0-1.
Boy,
that girl has so much speed.
I thought maybe that ball hit fair off the glove, but the home plate umpire, Mike McConnell, says no. Yeah, she does. It is amazing. Just that chop. And on turf, why not?
Big inning here for Neshannock, trying to scratch one more across. You almost get the feeling that 2 runs would be enough at this point. 1, okay, but 2 right now would be huge if they could get the second one across. Our umpires, by the way, today, Mike McConnell, as Lee has mentioned, is behind home plate. As, again, swinging and missing for strike 2 is Anderson. Cornelius Jankowski is at first, Frank D'Amico at second, and Glenn Hart at third, and they have all been fantastic here in this semifinal this afternoon. 1-2 now. Anderson chops that one towards third. Seifert to throw over to first, and a stretch and a great play by Deal, but they say Deal came off the bag.
Wow, that will get an appeal.
Nothing so far.
Here comes Coach Duddy right now
Frank
to go.
Duddy is going to come out and say something.
He's going to come out. Well, you have to go talk to the on-plate umpire. On-plate umpire is going to go talk to the first base guy. Let's see.
Boy, Deal made a great stretch to get the ball. Tough to tell if the foot was off the bag or not, but
you could see McConnell just put those fingers out like, yep, just came off just a little bit. Boy, that's a tough call.
So that's going to bring up Jaden Nogay.
I don't even want to see what the game chance is going to roll that one.
That one, Nogay slipping out of the box, and they get the advancement over to second. So Nogay is retired on the fielder's toward the sacrifice, I beg your pardon.
More importantly, Anderson down the second. I'm guessing they probably gave an error. They gave an error to Addie Deal.
And they say she came off the bag. So
okay, yeah. Yeah, she was just trying to make that long stretch, and that foot, according to the umpires, came off. So let's go E3. So third error of the game.
Addie Fry standing in for Neshannock here against Boyd once again. That one's low and skips, and down to third is going to go Anderson into scoring position. Yeah. And there we go.
And you're going to have to play the infield in here.
Have to, you would think at this point, to protect home plate.
Right now they have not moved the infield in.
The bunt would have to be first base if they go that way. You would think anyway.
I couldn't see Addie Fry.
No, I can't
bunting.
either. Right
but I know what you're saying, though.
Yeah, right down the middle and high, and it's 3-0. Yeah, I'm swinging away.
Yeah. Green light?
Absolutely. At 3-0 with the second and huge run, as she does squirt a bunt and is going to draw the walk.
And our Castle Asphalt courtesy runner for the third time today.
Third time Fry has been on base, twice via walk, once via an error.
Now for our trip to the mound, sponsored by LGKG. Our first trip to the mound here.
Boy, we just got to look at the play by Deal at first, and I'm going to tell you right now, if her foot was off the bag, you have a better vantage point than I do.
Something for your wall photography in tip-top form here. As we had a couple pictures from the last game that we had that we were questioning it, but hey, they're looking for officials. So
give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
It's a four-man crew.
Yeah.
And again, first base is Cornelius Jankowski, so he was right on it. He saw a sliver of light between Deal's foot and that bag.
Yep. Yeah, that's tough.
It's Gabby Parad now. She squares around a bunt. Down to second, uncontested, is the courtesy runner. I think is that Frangel who's in there running again for Fry?
Again, infield back.
So now
halfway in.
Two in scoring position here as Boyd delivers. That one's ripped foul.
That's the best hit ball of the day.
Third base side. Big time trouble if Parad doesn't get all the way around on that. 0-2 now to Gabby Parad with Gabby Quinn on deck. 1 out and 2 on with the dangerous Parad at the plate for Neshannock. Boyd delivers, and that is in there and low for ball 2. 2-2.
Wow. I don't think I missed as much as the first base bag there.
That was ball on 1-2. So the 1-2 pitch. That one's lifted towards first. Deal running underneath it makes the catch.
Big out.
That was a huge out.
Didn't get the strikeout, but good job there. Boyd battled back, get that fly out.
The equally dangerous Gabby Quinn stands in. Quinn has been aboard twice this afternoon. 2 outs, 2 on. Outside and high for ball 1. Base knock would get a second run across for Neshannock, and man, would that be huge at this point of the game as Boyd delivers. Ripped, or tapped rather, towards short. Gonna be a tough play to first. Deal is able to get the foot down in time to get Quinn at first. And that is gonna be it for the inning. Let's take a look at the replay here before we go to break. Good throw across the diamond.
Bang
and
play.
Man, oh man, does Deal have the reach to end that threat. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Neshannock here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at Mohawk High School, as it'll be Brua, Sherry, and Kroll for the Spartans. Still in search of the tying run. If anybody keeps the inning alive, Pancher in the top of the order would be back up next. Fry has settled in nicely here with 8 strikeouts today, only 1 ball out of the infield.
Yeah, struggled in that first inning, but really settled down.
That one is on the outside corner, missing for ball 1.
Yeah, what's that Rain's thought? She found it and been cruising ever since.
1-0 pitch from Fry upcoming. A lot of spin on that one. That is lifted out towards center, and Nogay with a great break on that is able to get underneath of it for out number 1. Take a look at that one again.
Yeah, she makes everything look easy.
Just great speed that time by Nogay to get over there.
It's been so much fun to watch the Nogay trio over the last 6 years. Or 5 years or so.
LCAP instant replay calls today at 724-944-7671. You're looking to make a difference in the community with child care, as it will appeal down to first base and say that Sherry did not go around.
You don't see that often. The 3 Alexis in the bottom of this lineup.
1 out. That one's lifted foul and out of play. 1-1 now. Big crowd here on hand at Mohawk, as we expected. These two had a big crowd when they met in the Piaa playoffs before. That one's in the air towards second. And underneath of it is Giordano, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, Fry only giving up that 1 hit in the 3rd inning.
And we said it at the onset. In the playoffs, has allowed just 5 hits coming into play today, so now just 6 hits total. No runs. She's walked 5. Imagine that. She's walked 11 batters, and 5 have come in the postseason. That one's lifted in the air to 3rd, and underneath of that one is Quinn, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning for Fry. She is in control of this one. We'll go to the 6th. 1-0 Neshannock on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
More and more people are consuming information on screens. Businesses that want to engage, educate, or entertain clients are turning to Toshiba to provide inspired communication with digital signage experiences that attract attention in novel and entertaining ways. Information needs to be managed to be effective, and organizations can trust Toshiba to provide solutions for improved workflow, which help to securely store, organize, and manage information, whether in digital or physical form. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity, it's really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Abigail Misa will lead things off here in the 6th. Today's 6th inning is brought to you by ProTech Asphalt Maintenance. They've been building the roads that you and your family ride on for nearly 30 years. PennDOT qualified. Their vision is to continue providing the highest quality work while retaining the ability for the customer to speak with someone in person about their concerns or questions. Visit ProTechAsphaltMaintenance.com for more information. First pitch, ball 1 to Measle. It'll be Measle, Biondi, and Giordano for Neshannock here in the 6th. Off speed, inside, and there for strike 1, 1-1.
Yeah, official attendance here today, 580 scattered around this softball field everywhere. Great crowd.
Outside corner hitting for strike 2, and it's quickly 1-2 to Measle.
And probably a few more saying, I'm not going to go outside in that weather. I think I'm going to watch the game on LC SportsNet.
A bit of a raw day weather-wise.
Yeah, for June 10th.
High and outside for ball 2, 2-2.
Won't be that way Friday. They're calling for mid-80s.
And usually that's the day you worry about rain. It seems like every year there's rain on the day of the state softball and baseball finals. That one is lifted in the air towards the foul line and out of play in right. And we'll do it again at 2-2.
Yeah, you don't have turf out in State College.
No, but they do get the games, the softball games generally in if there's weather in the area. That's been the big plus, though, because they're such quicker games than baseball. And so pitcher dominated that if you have an ace like these two teams do, that one is on the ground at third. Seifert slipped but makes the throw over to first, and there's one away.
Well, last year they called off the second and third game because of the all-day rain, and they say we have a window to play the first game, and it didn't rain all day. But the Union Scotties winning that game last year.
I've been there for state baseball finals where it doesn't rain all day, and you get to the third game of the day, and all of a sudden it's a downpour in the 5th, and you have to wait 2 hours to finish it. That's always a fun afternoon.
Well, there was fans showing up for the second game saying, "What do you mean it's canceled?" Because they didn't know because it didn't rain.
1-0 the count now to Biondi. Biondi, who is grounded out to short and popped out to second.
Yeah, Biondi, the only freshman on this team, playing a big role.
Low and inside for ball 3. 3-0 the count now to Biondi. Giordano on deck, and then Natibio. If anybody keeps it alive, top of the order, and Anderson again as Biondi squares around a bunt, pulls back, and that is there for strike 1, 3-1.
Yeah, it's not going to bother Boyd.
Boyd looks in, fires. Nice spin on that one, and it's hit foul. We go to 3-2 with Callie Biondi at the plate here for Neshannock. Still 1-0 Lancers. The only run scored on an error back in the top of the first. And that is it as far as runs here today. Neshannock trying to get that second run across to really wrap this thing up, and that one is low. And Biondi will take first base on the walk.
Yeah, because Laurel could be having their top of the lineup up in the 6th, so you definitely want to try to get something across here.
Wind kicks up a little bit here again. Gets a little bit more overcast. No, looks like real threat of rain. We got a low ceiling here, but no immediate threat of rain in the forecast the rest of the way. That one is hit foul, first base side and out of play.
Yeah, I was supposed to golf tonight. I'm glad the game happened. Whew.
Some of us got out early this morning.
Good time then.
As that one is low and misses for ball 1-1-1. It's now 52 degrees with a real feel of 52.
Wow.
55 degrees with a real feel of 52.
It feels it too.
Yeah, definitely uncharacteristically cool for June the 10th. As that one tapped foul by Giordano, and we'll do it again at 1-2. They will pinch hit for Nativio. Will Neshannock, so Nativio will stay in the lineup.
Yeah, I think Mr. Dawson's walked about 5 miles today running all over this facility.
Doing a great job keeping everything together for us. That one hit into the netting behind home plate. Matt, our producer, doing a great job. Rob out in center field running cameras. Tim Continenz is around here somewhere, and I believe we'll have some interviews for us at some point after the game is over. We do have a wireless mic. We can hopefully get some interviews for you. That one is low. And it's 2-2 now to Ali Giordano. 1 on and 1 out. Again, Neshannock trying to get that elusive and all-important, the crucial second run here with a 1-0 lead. That one is hit in the air, out towards right, and coming on to make the play is Kroll. Good throwback into Boyd, and there's 2 gone.
Yeah, ball not really carrying here today. This cool air, the lazy fly ball. I think ball goes in the air and everybody gets excited.
Capabianca will pinch hit here for Nativio. Jackie Lash going over the lineup there with home plate umpire Mike McConnell.
Only a sophomore.
This has been a pretty standard move for Jackie Lash in latter portions of games, as we see Capabianca come in for Nativio. Nativio will stay out defensively in right field. 2 out and 1 on for Capabianco. Boyd looks in. First pitch of the at-bat on the way. Big cut and a miss for strike 1. And again, outside corner for Boyd. You know, we've talked about Fry and her control in this game. Autumn Boyd has been spectacular at keeping this as a 1-run game. Quick to work, inside and caught looking. Capabianco to end the inning. Just the 4th strikeout for Boyd. However, no damage done. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 stranded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 1-0. Neshannock in front of Laurel coming to bat here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. With smarter printing, you are unleashed. The office is wherever you are, and Toshiba makes it seamless to print whatever, wherever, and whenever. Our mobile printing applications allow you to print or scan to both Toshiba and third-party MFPs right from your mobile device. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Back here at Mohawk High School, our Thomas Limon. We're joined here by James Dotson in the bottom of the 6th inning with Neshannock up 1-0. As Fry delivers, it is Pancher, Lang, and Deal here for the Spartans in the home half of the 6th, trailing by a 1 run, trying to get that tying run across. As Fry up 1, falls behind 1-0. That one's lifted in the air to right, and underneath of it is Nativio for out number 1. James, what do you got for us?
I got some congratulations to give out to Miss Lori Heights. Officially on Wednesday, she will be retired.
No!
That's the bad news. The good news is she will still be cooking every Friday night out at Laurel High School. So
that's okay. She can do that. It's the only way she is allowed to retire.
You know what, though? That was the very first question that was asked at the school board meeting, apparently, was will she still be making food for Friday night? So congratulations, Mrs. Heights, but we're excited that we are still going to be able to see you, first and foremost.
Yes.
But more importantly,
we
to
get
be able
cookies.
To get,
I still got my
cookies
banana
and
cake.
Food. Yes, more banana cake for Lee.
That's good.
Always food with you, man.
Eric, you didn't get a chance to experience Laurel High School.
I did not go to Laurel last year for football. That is correct.
James, you got to make schedule him for at least one Laurel game this year to see what he's missing.
1-1 now.
There is football played that night.
Macy Lang in at the plate for Laurel. Listen, I like food better than anybody probably. But that one is hit foul and out of play.
Well, the last week of the year is always homemade wedding soup.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's good stuff.
Lang today has struck out and grounded out.
But congratulations to Miss Heights.
Chop third base side, just foul. And we'll do it again. 1-2 the count as we've got some blue skies out towards center field.
Yeah, that's what Lang wants to do. She wants to get that ball to the left side if she can. Preferably past the third baseman and Quinn. And she does that, she's got a great chance of getting on.
Would be an absolutely crucial base runner with one out here is Fry. Shaking off Broad a couple times. Now looks down at the wristband. 1-2 now to Lang. Winds and a good pitch by Fry to get Lang swinging.
They got her chasing.
That is the 9th strikeout for Fry, the first since the 4th inning. There are 2 gone here with Addie Deal standing in now. Addie Deal was hit by a pitch and then 3 unassisted for her second time up. Representing the tying run at the plate, and the power in this Laurel lineup is coming up here as that one's outside and ball 1.
And as the old gunner used to say way back when, a bloop and a blast for Laurel.
They have had the flair for the dramatic in this postseason. There is no question. It has not always gone their way. That one is a good pitch by Fry in there for strike 1 to square the count at 1-1. But you go back to that game against Bentworth in the playoffs, the Whitfield playoffs, that heartbreaking loss, the wise decision to walk Sydney Gonlick. I don't think anybody would disagree with that call. You are taking the bat out of the best player on the opposing side's hands.
Yeah, when you're hitting 760 on the year and your on-base percentage of 860.
Yeah, you simply just cannot let her beat you.
Yeah, credit to Gossa for getting it done. But Laurel got the revenge.
They sure did. They got the one that counted. 1-2 now to Deal. Fry outside, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, good job here by Deal, keeping that ball away from the power if you can.
Not to suggest that the first meeting didn't count.
Correct.
The more important of the 2 in the postseason, though, is the one that Laurel got the other day. 2-2 now. Outside again, 3-2.
And I'm sure they were glad Neshannock was able to take care of business in the championship.
I would trade a WPIL playoff loss if it meant my team was getting to a state semi any day of the week. Even though I want to win them all, I want the one that is going to be deeper and count the most, and that is a great job by Deal as Parad tried to frame that one. So Deal is aboard via the walk. 2 walks in this game issued by Fry.
Yeah, credit to Deal there, though. Getting on any way she can. Probably doesn't want to walk. She'd rather be look for that pitch to drive, but she was willing to take the walk and get Deal up.
Boyd popped out. Yep, Boyd popped out to Fry and also to right. 0 for 2 here this afternoon. Fry inside. Parad does that standard stand and cock the arm to fire to first, and it's 0-1 now to Boyd. One more at bat after this for Laurel, trying to tie this thing, and that is quickly.
Another.
Fry in there for strike 2 and is ahead 0-2.
Another tough pitch at the knees on the corner. Inside corner knees. Almost impossible to hit.
Fry slapped first base side. It stays fair. And they will tag. Will Miesel tag Boyd on the way up the line. That just sort of knuckled its way back into fair territory. And that is it for Laurel here in the 6th. We go to the 7th inning. 1-0 Neshannock in this PIAA semi here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
That was awesome.
Seventh inning is brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. SportsNet is one of over 100 programs at LCAP, all with the same goal in mind, improving the quality of life in and around Lawrence County. For a full list of programs and to find out how you can help, visit lccap.org for more information. Miley Anderson leads it off here in the 7th as we have a 1-0 lead for Neshannock, the winner to the state championship game Friday morning, 11 a.m. at Nittany Lions Softball Park, and they will take on South Williamsport, a 3-0 winner over Bald Eagle area this afternoon. That one is high, and it's 1-1. Anderson, Nogue, and Fry, again, trying to get that second run. That insurance run, that all-important second run. And Anderson swings and a miss, strike 2. Just need one more, Limon. They need one more run. Otherwise, the door remains wide open for Laurel if they can scratch anything across in the 7th. Anderson fouls that one into the net.
They could definitely breathe easier, that's for sure.
For Laurel.
And Neshannock only those 3 hits so far today.
For Laurel, in the bottom of the inning, it'll be Balcom, Seifert, and Brua.
Only 4 hits total between these 2 teams here today.
Sherry and Kroll would be at the bottom of the order if they can extend anything. That one is low for Anderson. It's 2-2.
Well, what do you expect from 2 D1 pitchers, you know?
Yeah, they have just gone at it here this afternoon. Boyd has been equally as good as Fry. The only difference, the 1-run lead, and it was not her fault as that was scored on an error. That one is popped in the air into the gap, and near the gap in left center, but coming on to make the play is Sherry, and there's one away.
Again, said it earlier, ball not carrying at all here today. Just turns into a lazy fly ball.
You want the humidity and the sun and the high ceiling, and these things are going to be flying. As Jaden Nogue will stand in. One gone here in the 7th. As Boyd delivers outside and low for ball 1. Crowd here bundled up like we're getting ready to go across the way here to the football stadium. Right at the fists, and it's high for ball 2. How's that feel to it today?
Yeah, it sure does.
2-0 now to Nogue. Same pitch, off speed, and drops a little lower for strike 1, 2-1. Nogue standing in. Autumn Boyd in the circle. Outside. She slaps at it right to Seaford at third, who's been busy today. On to first in time, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, you have to be quick to get rid of that ball with Nogue running down the line.
So that'll bring up Addie Fry. She has been aboard 3 times, the last 2 via walk. If she were to reach Parad and Quinn after, but Boyd is trying to get out of this and give her team just the 1 run to try to combat in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, she's responsible for the game's only run, reaching on that error.
Addie Fry, who has been spectacular in this postseason in the circle, and Boyd doing battle here for the 4th time this afternoon on this side of it. That one missing for ball 1. Or ball 2, I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
It's 2-0. That one on the low part of the plate, just at the knees for strike 1, 2-1.
Again, Boyd being very, very careful.
Parad's already got the catcher's mitt, or attire on, the knee pads. That one's fouled away by Fry. It's 2-2. Always love seeing that catcher on deck and having to have that equipment on and ready to go. Parad barking out signals like she does behind home plate. That one's fisted, and it's going to be bobbled at short by Lang, and Fry will be aboard.
Up and get the courtesy runner Frenjo for the 4th time today, and they better not roll that in error. That's a tough play all the way around there. There we go. Does give the single. Yeah, even if Lang comes up with that, she's not going to have a play at first base. I mean, try to get something in the gap here. Try to get Frenzel around. Again, trying to get that important insurance run with that 1-run lead right now.
So Gabby Parad stands in. Parad today has popped out to third, flown out to left, and popped out to first. So she has the corners covered. Now she can get one in the air with 2 gone. That one's there for strike 1 as she looked back at the ump. Parad standing in, 0-1. Low. Frangel took a peek at second.
That ball hits the dirt, you automatically start looking.
Parad does that twist of the bat at home plate. Stands there, that elbow way up high. That one's ripped and over the head of the shortstop Lang. Frangel hits second, has to stop. Now she hesitated and will go to third, but she is out at third, and the inning is over. Take a look at the replay. Frangel hesitated at second. By the time she had taken off for third, just a little confused as to where to go. She really did not have much of a chance to get to third cleanly, and that is how the inning will come to a close. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. Last at bat for Laurel in the state semis coming your way next on the Lawrence County Sports Network.
Congratulations to our May LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Mohawk Softball as May's LCAP Team of the Month after winning their first WPIAL Softball Championship in school history. Congratulations to Coach Hank Pizzulo and the Mohawk Softball Team, our May LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Tori Atkins of Laurel Track as the May LGKG Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after winning her 3rd straight WPIAL Championship in the 200 and 400 meters and winning PIAA Gold in the 400 meters. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Colton Fadrizi of Shenango Track as the male LGKG Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for winning a pair of WPIAL gold medals and landing on the state medal stand in both discus and shot put. Congratulations and best of luck, Shenango's Colton Fadrizi and Laurel's Tori Atkins, your LGKG Athletes of the Month, presented by the Red Zone.
Back here at Mohawk High School, Eric Thomas and Lee Moan with you as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And misspoke there. Piaa did get the single in that inning, so there were 2 hits in that inning. Macy Miller is going to stand in here.
A pinch hit for Belcom as we actually have to pull. Mr. Dawson said something about, I'm going to bring sunglasses just because I'm thinking positive, and we now need them in the bottom of the 7th.
That's right.
Well, Eric, you said something about Laurel having the big spot here, playing in all these big games and big moments, and now you got a chance to walk off right now.
Might the sun shine on Laurel here in the bottom of the 7th? Let's see, as that one is inside for strike 1. Addie Fry back to work, trying to finish this thing out and send her team to the state title game opposite of South Williamsport. This week, strike 2, will be Friday morning at 11 a.m. We will have live audio coverage of that game here on the Lawrence County Sports Network. Video by the NFHS and others.
Yeah, Quinn walking out in the field here this last inning, telling her teammates, let's cut the momentum down. No momentum for them. Let's go.
1-2 now to Miller. That one is low and skips through.
Because that could give Laurel a little bit of a boost on that nice throw by Sherry. Bobbled it out in left center field there. But good job by Sherry to cut that ball from going to the fence, because that ball goes to the fence, it might be 2-0. But that saved the run.
Miller stands in once again, 2-2 with Fry. Ready to go, and she fires away, and that is in there for strike number 3, and Miller is down. 10th strikeout for Fry this afternoon. And it's down to the last 2 outs now for Laurel with Hayden Seifert. Alexis Brua is due up 3rd. If anybody reaches Sherry would get an at-bat to close the game, but that is in there right away for strike 1. Fry back to work. Looks in, fires into the net for strike 2, and it's 0-2.
Again, check out something for your wall at the end of this for all the images of today's game. Check her out and something for your wall on Facebook.
Coming up after the game in our post-game show, we'll have our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. That one slapped first base side, and our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Our play of the game, we're kind of looking at each other like we're not sure yet.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't happen yet. That's the thing.
Yeah, we will find out. There will be discussion if the game stays this way. And again, another player might be getting their 20th shirt of the year, possibly too. We will see.
Fry delivers. Foul ball out of play. Piaa again quickly with that helmet off. Piaa amusingly said after the game last Thursday, she actually had a B in her helmet on the double that she hit late in the game for the insurance run. She was saying she was trying to focus on that somewhat. Outside corner and high misses, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that would be tough not to focus on that, for sure.
Fry looks down at the wristband once again, fires. Chop to 3rd and foul. We'll do it again.
Good at bat here for Seifert, staying alive. Prod shouts out some instructions.
Fry has thrown 84 pitches in this game. 1-2 now. And strike 3. The 11th strikeout of the afternoon, and Laurel is down to its final at-bat. And it will come in the form of catcher Alexis Brua, who will try to keep the game and the season alive for the Spartans.
Brewer over 2 on the day, struck out and flew out.
Fry twisting the ball. Gets set, looks down at the wristband. Piaa ready behind home plate. The pitch to Brua, swing and a miss, strike 1.
We've been seeing that a lot today, haven't you? Both these pitchers.
Only run of the game, scored on an error in the top of the 1st. Outside for ball one. 1-1 the count out of Brewer.
We talked about that before the game. Air could cost you.
If Brewer reaches, it'll be Sherry. And if Sherry were to keep it alive, Kroll, Laurel is down to its last strike. Fry needs to reach back and rip it towards home plate one more time. Brewer needs to get a bat on the ball to keep the season alive for the Spartans. That one is popped up and out of play behind us.
What a surprise. Piaa was ready to climb the fence.
Do it again at 1-2. Brewer going without the gloves, old school style. 1-2, Fry set in the circle. Piaa looks over at the bench. They both check the wristband. Brewer set in the batter's box. The 1-2 pitch. Outside swinging, strikeout number 12. And Neshannock's undefeated season keeps on rolling as they win it here today, 1-0 in the Piaa State Semifinal over rival Laurel. And the Lancers will head to Nittany Lions Softball Park to take on South Williamsport on Friday morning at 11 a.m. for a chance to play in the Piaa State Championship game and finish the season undefeated. We'll add up the numbers. We'll give you our scoring recap when we come back. We'll hand out some awards as well. Congratulations to both sides. Neshannock is moving on to play for the state title. They win at 1-0 here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Back here in our post-game show, Eric Thomas with Lee Moen. We're soon to be joined by Neshannock head coach Jackie Lash. Let's go over our scoring recap today. Brought to you by GEM, Master Builders and Craftsmen, family-owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. Their extensive construction experience, design capabilities, and creative process allowed them to help any project and meet any challenge. Building our community for 70 years, visit gembuilders.com for more information. Only 1 run scored in this game, and it was back in the top of the first inning. Miley Anderson led the game off. She reached on an error after Janie Nogue grounded out to third. Anderson advanced to second, and then Addie Fry stepped up to the plate and reached on an error on the third baseman, Seaford. That actually allowed Anderson to score, and that was the only run of the game to stand up 1-0 the final here in this one, as both pitchers really did their part here this afternoon. Final line score for you, 1-5-0 for Neshannock. And 0-1 and unfortunately 3 errors for the Spartans in this game. The final line score for Autumn Boyd, who was fantastic today in the circle in a losing effort. She allowed 5 hits, 1 run. It was not earned, walked 3, and struck out 4 for Addie Fry, who has been fantastic in the postseason. She continues her monstrous charge through the postseason here, as we're going to get Jackie Lash here in a second. She went all 7 innings, allowed just 1 hit, no runs, walked 2, and struck out 12. Now in the postseason for Fry, that is 34 innings pitched, 6 hits, no runs, 6 walks, and 69 strikeouts.
Incredible.
In the postseason. She has been on an absolute tear in the circle for this team, this Neshannock team, and a big reason why they are going to go to Nittany Lion softball field on a Friday undefeated and play for a state championship.
Yeah, she's got one more game, but she's been out absolutely unreal and made the big play in the first inning. But after that range stop, she really just settled in, calmed down, and just been through lights out the rest of the way. Said only that 1 hit in the third inning, a clean single, but she was just outstanding, complete control as she normally has been. And Autumn Boyd and the other just an outstanding performance. So on paper, we thought maybe that might happen that way. And a pitcher's duel. They had a 1-0 game earlier. Last year I believe it was a 1-0 game, and in the semifinals, I think last year was 1-0 up at Westminster. They get out to this game, the championship game, the same exact game here today. So let's bring in, after Coach Lash gets a couple hugs on the way over here, and we're going to bring in Coach Lash.
Jackie Lash, who, by the way, will also go for win number 100 on Friday morning when they play South Williamsport for the state championship. Our NewcastleTransit.org out-of-town scoreboard. South Williamsport defeated Bald Eagle area today 3-0. Sage Lorson, 2 home runs in the game, a solo shot in the 5th, and a 2-run home run later in the game for all the scoring for South Williamsport in that game. Coach Lash, kind enough to join us here this afternoon. Congratulations on a big win.
Thank you.
That was a pretty standard performance by your starting pitcher, Addie Fry, who is, we just mentioned, 69 strikeouts in the postseason and has not a lot of run. She's only allowed 6 hits.
Right.
What happened today? She walked 2 batters.
I think it was just conditions, maybe nerves to start the game. Just couldn't find it. And I just kept trying to stick with maybe a fastball, and then she told me no, fastball isn't working. So, that's the importance of communication, and, Eddie does that so well with me. So it was nice to kind of get that immediate feedback and, get some just change of plan,
This crew that you have here, I know that this has been a special run for you. You've seen some sisters come through here. There's been some generational players that have come through here. What does it mean not only to get to Penn State with them again, to play for a state title, but to do this and still have a shot to be undefeated?
I mean, it's just so exciting. It just shows you these families, these kids, they put so much work into it. And these girls, they live it, Ooh, hold on. They live this game. They spend so much time, sometimes we can't get them off the field. They just want to keep hitting. And that was kind of last night. They could have stayed out there for a couple more hours, but it was like, you do have to rest. But that's, it really, we do generational players. We have so many families that you just see the work ethic and you just see the love for the game, I think, is the biggest part.
What's going to be the plan now for going into Penn State? Because you're talking about rest and things. I mean, do you come right back and practice tomorrow? Do you travel Thursday? What's the plan going to be?
I mean, we'll definitely practice the next 2 days, and then we will travel Thursday. I'll have to figure that stuff out tonight maybe. But, last time we went, we were able to get a field close to the actual field and just kind of have a nice laid-back practice the day before we played. So, let the kids go get their ice cream and hang out a little bit and get some rest. So we do have the early game, I believe.
11
so,
a.m.,
yeah, so it would be important just to stay over and get some rest.
Do you know anything about South Williamsport? Have you, looked at them, or did you look at either of the teams yet? Is that something you'll take care of tonight?
We'll watch, yeah. I mean, I think Donnie Nogue maybe have caught a few glimpses. I'm not sure if he watched the full game, but he's aware of a couple of their hitters and, kind of what their pitching's like. So, yeah, we'll definitely take a look and be prepared. You
knew probably what to expect from Laurel. You've seen them so many times. Both programs have been atop of this run. I mean, they had their run. You guys have now sort of taken over. They've been trying to get it back. But can you also just speak to what Autumn Boyd, how good she was today? I mean, one run, it comes in the top of the first, and you guys do it on an air, so you don't even get your offense clicking much.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the weather played a factor in that a little bit today. But can you speak to having it be Laurel on the other side, but also Boyd, because she was Addie's equal today in the circle?
Yeah, no, I think, Autumn is just a phenomenal pitcher. To me, these are the top two teams in this state, and, and it starts with the pitching that each of us have. I mean, Autumn kept us off balance anytime we thought we had opportunity and maybe we're going to string something together and get another run here or there. She was able to shut it down and not make it happen. So, Autumn's, I give her a lot of respect. I think she is just one of the best.
The South Williamsport's probably going to have a big following there on Friday. Your crowd has been showing up for pretty much everything you've done in the postseason, too. I've been with you a couple times, big crowds. What does it mean for the community, the support that you've had from them, too, and just, hopefully a lot of these people will make the same trip to Happy Valley here in a couple days?
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, Neshannock, it's just a lot of sports fans, and, they really just start to love these kids and, start to know everything about them, just kind of familiarity with their stats and everything that they're doing. And, it's nice. You walk into the store, you just get stopped by somebody you may not even know, and they recognize me, but it's so nice to hear. I tell the girls all the time, travel ball's a great thing, and I think it's wonderful. That's where most of the college recruiting is done. But I said high school ball is you really make a name for yourself. People start to know you, and it's not just the Neshannock community. I can get stopped, by people from Newcastle School District, Mohawk, wherever, and they'll start just saying, "Oh, hey, how about Jada Nogue?" or "How about Miley Anderson?" And then they just start talking about the kids, and it's just so nice. It's just a great feeling to see the attention these girls get.
Well, congratulations to you. Good luck on Friday.
Well, thank you very much.
We will see you then. That is Jackie Lash, the head coach of victorious Neshannock here today, 1-0 over Laurel, as they go to the PIAA State Championship game in girls 2A softball opposite of South Williamsport on Friday morning. That is a undefeated Neshannock team and a 24-2 South Williamsport team that they will see coming up on Friday morning, that is. Let's take a look at our awards here today. The Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. This is a tough one because it was a 1-0 game, and the run was not scored on an offensive play. It was scored on an error. However, a big defensive play in this game really might have decided things, as Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Addie Fry of Neshannock, and this was back in the first inning. The bottom of the first, Ivy Pancher had led things off for Laurel with a walk. Macy Lang struck out, and then Addie Deal was hit by a pitch. Pancher had advanced down to second on that hit pitch, but then Autumn Boyd had a shot and hit a shot right up the middle that Fry had to reach up for and grab. That probably saved a run, if not two at that point. At least a tying run, probably scores in the form of Pancher if that thing gets into the outfield, maybe two if Deal is hustling around the bases enough. So that really saved a lot of damage for Neshannock in the bottom of the first inning. Fry comes back then and strikes out Riley Baucom to get out of the inning. And to be 100% honest, Lee, that's the last threat that Laurel really had. I mean, if you look at it the rest of the way, they did get a runner aboard in the third, and then after one was gone and then a fielder's choice and a 3 unassisted, they did not have anybody reach again until the 6th, and that was a walk with Addie Deal. There were already 2 outs in the inning, and then they get out of it with an unassisted play at first base once again. So Addie Fry's catch of that line drive is going to be our Maley Chiropractic Play of the game.
Yeah, if that doesn't go through, if she doesn't make that catch, we're still playing.
We're probably still playing,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, and again,
Yeah.
it may have saved 2 runs,
Yeah.
I mean, just depending on how fast the second run gets across. So Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County Sports Network are proud to honor Addie for this afternoon's Play of the Game. She'll receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of this afternoon's Play of the Game. Video of this afternoon's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on social media. To view this afternoon's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Addie Fry for this afternoon's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Maley Chiropractic, let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And now for our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Well, we don't usually hand out 2 shirts to the same player, Eric, but we don't have much of a choice because Addie Fry was just that good.
Yeah, she was fantastic here again today. 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks. Jokingly, we said 2 walks.
Yeah.
How does she walk 2 batters?
Well,
2 walks and 12 strikeouts.
Yeah, well, the second one, Addie Deal, I mean, she was just trying to be really, really careful. And with Addie Deal representing that tying run with all the power that Addie has, you have to pitch extremely careful to Addie there. And credit to Addie, she drew that walk. But, you didn't want to give her that pitch right down the middle for her to drive. So Fry was just outstanding here today. So we have to give her the MVP Insurance MVP of the game.
MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game Award to Addie Fry of Neshannock. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Addie as this afternoon's MVP of the game. Addie's going to receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being this afternoon's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Addie Fry for being named this afternoon's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win. Neshannock, you can call up Penn State and tell them you're coming because you're on the way to the state championship game. 1-0 a final here today over rival Laurel, and they will take on South Williamsport at Nittany Lions Softball Park at 11 a.m. on Friday. We'll have audio coverage of the state final for you on Friday morning from Nittany Lions Softball Park. And that'll be it for spring, and then we're going to be on to football season after that.
2.5 months later, we'll be the football schedule is already made here at Lawrence County Sports Network. I'm sure he'll slowly release some of those, release that schedule, and we'll be back in the full force in the fall.
All right, so we will talk to you Friday morning from Happy Valley at Nittany Lions Softball Park against South Williamsport 1 today. So it's South Williamsport and Neshannock, 11 a.m. for the state title in 2A softball coming your way on Friday morning. Till then, we will talk to you. Have a great rest of your week. We hope to see you there, but make sure you tune in to listen to our audio coverage of that game on Friday morning beginning at around 11 o'clock. For my partner Lee Moan, for our entire staff here today at Mohawk High School, for the staff at Mohawk High School who was fantastic in hosting this game today and the accommodations that they made for us and also the fans. We thank them a lot as well, and we'll talk to you Friday morning from Happy Valley. Have a great night. Take care, and bye-bye.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.